Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on Michael Datcher's YouTube channel, then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook. Today we're talking about part two of our three-part series on one love, how having a spirit and attitude of one love can really enhance your level of productivity. So you can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. A really powerful, innovative approach using a narrative-based approach. Everyone's life, as we know, to this point, has told a story. Everyone's life is currently telling a story, and everyone's life will eventually tell a story when it's all done and written. So we help individuals uh, examine their past, present, and their aspirational future to help them really think about what is the story they want to tell moving forward. So with their life. So thanks for being here. Again, if you are new, allow me to say a few words about myself first. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered. God bless him, his spirit, his mama in particular. Um, I That book, Americus, examines the intersection of race, violence, and family, and the American family. I'm also that just came out in October of 2018 on Iconic Third World Press. I'm also the author of the acclaimed um, new book, which just came out April 2019, just a couple months ago, a few months ago now. Animating Black and Brown Liberation, a Theory of American Literatures, which is a book that examines the relationship between activism and literature. Can fictional representations of activists uh, lives, meaning books or plays, at times poetry that features activists as characters, can we learn something about best practices uh, from these fictional representations that can be applied to real life activism today? Um, I'm arguing that yes, we can. Yes, we can. That book's really powerful. I'm on the book tour for both of those books. I'll be in Oakland. I'll be in Vermont. I'll be in Kentucky. I'll be at the Kentucky Literary Festival. I'll be at the Brattleboro Literary Festival in Vermont. I'll be in the Leimert Park Book Festival here in LA. I'll be at Chicago, at Northern Illinois University in Chicago. I'll be everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Look for me when you see me in social media or mainstream media on the news or TV. Please reach out. Let's have some a cappuccino or chamomile tea or some cognac. I do all those things. Let's hang out, chop it up a little bit. My educational background, well, I should probably say I am also the board president of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue here in California, 501c3, great nonprofit. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am a expert at being productive, guys. I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity when they learn my story. Um, because my story is so crazy. I am the product of a young girl who was violated at age 16, gave birth to me at 17, and then subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD, yet it's cool. Mo D famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, we are arguing that joy can also be employed as a technology for those who are watching the show and those who will watch the show in reruns. All right, so thanks for being here. Today, again, we're talking about one love. So let's dive into the topic for today. So we're talking about one love. This is part two of our three-part series on one love. And one love, that particular uh, construction was made popular by uh, Bob Marley, who is the creator of a music called reggae. But most people know Bob Marley because of his dreadlocks and other activities of his. But his song One Love, that really popularized the phrase One Love. And what that is, actually, it's a deep metaphysical concept that he made into a song that he represented in song form. It's the idea that there is just one. There's one God, one spirit, one people, one blood, right? From came, uh, all things came from one thing, and one thing is all things, and that one thing is love. That God literally is love, the energy, the attraction. If you've ever been in love before, that magnetism that we feel when we are in love with someone uh, is echoed in the magnetism that the planets, these celestial bodies like the moon that orbit the sun or orbit the earth, or the fact that the planets in our own solar system magnetically orbit the sun, right? So as above, so below, as the old African saying goes. So the idea is that we are one love. So point one is that once you begin to understand just the scientific and metaphysical implications of that, you will come to know that you, as I am, are also a part of the one love. In fact, is that thing itself. One love is inside of us, and we are one love. That literally we are all one, right? So why is that important? Which is point two. As you begin to do your own due diligence, that's important because literally you are the thing itself. You are that love. At times people call it God. If God is love, you are God as well. And the implications of that are profound, right? If you are the original thing itself, that primordial energy that I call love, people call it other things, God, Yahweh, Amen, they call it Allah. That means that you can do what the divine primordial energy, God, love energy does, which is basically create. One of the major aspects of this love energy, of the God energy, of the primordial thing itself, is that it is a creator, right? In the major, so-called major world religions, that is one of the basic tenets of God, is that God is a creator. So point two is that we argue that you are a creator, and as a part of being a creator, you have the power to create your own life, which is point three. As a creator, you will create your own life and do it in the name and the spirit of love, and that will, of course, enhance your level of productivity because you're tapping into the thing itself, the thing that has always been here, and that, trust me, is going to make you a lot more productive. Boom goes the dynamite. Thanks for being here. We air each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. We'll see this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.